kudos to you for being a spontaneous enough guy to get a call from me last night and be willing to join us. That is so cool.
Much appreciated.
Subject to Change, a sustainability podcast.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Jodi Smits-Anderson, and we're very glad to have you join us at Subject to Change.
I'm Lauren Stanek, and I'm super excited about our most recent guest. This is something that I think is going to be near and dear to literally everybody's heart, or at least their skin.
Welcome to Mark Harrison of Black Kettle Soap Company.
Welcome, Mark Harrison, with us today. He is the founder, the owner, the brains behind Black Kettle Soap Company.
My wife, Erica. She's the she's the one.
Well, that's great. And we should have actually included her in this.
She's a designer by trade, and I'm a great salesperson, I guess. She comes up with the recipes,
Great.
and everything. Yeah. She's
Excellent.
the backbone. So
The backbone. I like that.
yeah.
So Mark is here with us, and I met Mark just, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago at a farmer's market selling soaps. And actually it was his daughter who gave me the best information. But
Visit bksoapco.com.
I loved this introduction about your wife and how she comes up with the recipes and the packaging. How did you get involved in this in general?
Oh, well, it happened with our, second daughter. We have 6 girls, 1 boy, and 5 of the girls had eczema. We found out what they're allergic to and made them the appropriate soaps and lotions and laundry soap. And yeah, that's how it started, actually.
fantastic. That's actually one of the best stories and has come up before in solving a problem related to your own family. You discover something that works better for many, many, many people. Your home and your workshop is now in Troy.
Yes.
Closer to the cooler action, I think. There's a lot more kind of Brooklyn-esque stuff going on in Troy than in Albany. So when did you move there, and have you expanded? Is it?
Yeah, it is the square footage as far as our studio is concerned is double the size now to where we used to be. It's great. I love the community, although I like Albany.
It's a family affair.
This is a blueberry,
Yeah.
and I love the packaging. So this is your wife's artwork?
My daughter, Chloe.
Your daughter, Chloe.
She does some of them. And she goes to Sage College. She's a graphic designer.
Nice.
And she's in her last year, I believe. And
You're going to lose your graphic designer.
our oldest, Chelsea, she did the artwork on Broadway, on the big building there. I don't know if you've been by there, but she's a graphic artist too.
That's awesome. Are you talking about the girl with the flower that's sitting?
Yeah.
That is gorgeous. That's your daughter?
That's what, yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
She goes by the artist name Trash Kid, I believe. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm getting a screenshot of that to put in this, because Lauren, you would love this piece of artwork. I saw it when I was walking down to the office one day, and I saw it online in process, and it's just, to me, it represents connection to nature and diversity and being like one with yourself and your surroundings. It's just a beautiful piece of artwork.
The mural is featured on Instagram at trashkid_art.
We want them to, we try to sow them to them. They can do anything they want to do.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so Chelsea's a graphic designer, She works for the state there, here, education, or,
Wow.
yeah. Um,
Oh, it's beautiful.
Chloe will graduate next year. And we have Brianna. She's starting her business. Anna Mara is starting their business too as well. Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
we ask what the businesses are? Can we help? Can we promote them too, or no, not yet?
Well, yeah, yeah. uh, on top of Erica's being a designer, she's into cooking. And another division that since eczema is caused by allergic reaction from food, we had to watch what we feed the kids at the time.
Yeah.
So Erica does a lot of baking and stuff. So Amara took after her on that end. She went to a pastry college there and school there when we was in Texas.
Right.
And so now she's starting her a bakery.
Cool.
And Brianna's doing all her accounting and everything like that. And
Oh, that's great.
so, yeah.
So we've got baking, we've got soaps and fragrances and body care, and we've got art.
Graphic artist.
You
Yeah.
just need someone who can do music, and you're there in accounting. You've got it covered, man.
We have it all covered.
That's excellent. And here's a question based on all of that. I mean, you've to have a family and have them setting out on their own and making their own paths. And it sounds like the paths are very grounded in their own businesses.
Small batch businesses.
Do you see more craft businesses and smaller businesses being the future of our culture?
Wow. Yeah. I see that a lot now, and it's growing. I remember when I was in school, was a lot of hands-on things you do in the metal shop and wood shop and things like that. I'm seeing it come back, especially here in the Hudson Valley there. And I was just hoping that there can be an incubator place where handcrafters can not only just meet, but do their actual work, their studios, like an artist studio,
Yeah.
a handcrafted studios.
Locations and connections.
When you want to get into specialty crafts and art, this will be the place, well, Albany.
That's amazing. I think that there's some good possibility there, especially with the Troy Farmers Market being such a prominent and successful farmers market. Even in the time of COVID, Lauren, the farmers market has happened every week on Saturday outside. They processed it so they had certain time frames for older attendees in the morning, and then they kept a list and made sure only a certain number of people came into the outdoor area, and they made a pathway that you had to follow, and the controls have been phenomenal, and they still provide everything that they've always provided. I'm sure the attendance has dropped. At the high point before COVID, there were some weekends where 25,000 people came to the Troy Farmers Market. So that's great. I honestly think that the idea of a very diverse, smaller business approach is better for an urban environment, certainly, and would start to address some of the issues we have politically with money being too important in the political spectrum.
Right.
But that's, the idealistic Jodi, but we're in process toward that, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, when most of the time when people think of craft, they beadwork, which is good. But I like to take it a step further if you're gonna do bead work, learn how the bead is made.
Yeah.
Can we make it here?
Yeah, all the way back through the trade.
You
Yeah.
know,
That's great.
one of our soaps that we make called Honeybee, right?
Mhm.
We use a local beekeeper. We put local honey in it. The paper is crafted locally.
Nice.
You know, we just try to use every element within the area that we can. And that can happen in each community too, you know, as well.
And then each product has a story, not just of the product itself, but of the people that have been part of that product.
Right.
That's networking. That's community. Amazing.
I like the I mean, not to take it back to what you were just saying, which is we're too focused on economics and finances, but that's like the best version of it, right? It's the best version when we can find those synergies right within our own, you know, hometowns. And I've got to think that that makes for a more robust Troy and Albany, for example. Just your ripple effect has got to be, I mean, goat's milk, right? Your paper, your honey, your goat's milk. I'm sure all of this is sourced local to you, right?
Right. And the thing is, like the essential oils and fragrances, they can be made locally too, as well. You know, I mean, you can go to well, seasonal, but you can go to a lavender farm and you can distill it yourself and you can make your own lavender oil. I was just using that for an example.
Yeah.
It takes time.
What other aspects of a craft business, a small batch business, have been particularly challenging for you?
You know, the roughest thing is to get it out, to put it in the hands of people.
Yeah.
A lot of customers are used to the Amazon thing.
I know. We're guilty. Oh my God.
It takes time for a lot of products to cure, to settle. If we get an order of, let's say, 100 bars, we'll cut the order company, I'll put it like that. We have it in raw good form. When you order it, then we make it. So it takes a little longer. The thing is, when we get a wave of 200 or 300 orders for a particular product, then that's there.
So is this a busy time of year for you, or has that already passed?
No, actually, it is busy for us, and a lot of people are ordering online now since they don't want to go out, you know, and everything like that. And like I said, a lot of people want to wash their hands, shower with our products, so you know, we get a lot of requests.
Family inspires.
It sounds like you truly love the investment of time and energy you've put into your business and your family's association with that business as well, which is quite beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. But it's funny. It's like it's instilled into all our kids, you know, but they're going out doing their own thing, you know. Sometimes it seems like, oh, they're not really interested in the soap making or whatever. But as we sowed into their lives as they were growing up, uh, they're fruiting what they want to do, what's been in them, you know. Yeah.
Do you have a hero? Who's your hero right now? Who should people maybe follow on Twitter or learn about in, Google their name, find out what they're all about? Is there someone who has inspired you in some aspect of your life or your work?
I have to. First one is my wife, Erica. Truly, she is all I wanted to be uh, and how, uh, I mean, she's a mother, uh, she's an artist, she's a creator, and she's just a virtuous woman, you know. And I look at her every day because I see her every day, and I just say, "Wow, I want that," you know. And I really have it. Um, an uncle of mine's, uh, he's not here. He transitioned, you know.
Yeah.
But he taught me a lot that what I can do, you know. Right now, he just told me to be like a sponge and just absorb everything and not just to hold it. And I said, be like a sponge. Well, you say when you squeeze a sponge, it releases the water. You know what I mean? And
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah,
What's your uncle's name?
Jimmy,
Jimmy. So
yeah,
Uncle Jimmy
Uncle Jimmy.
and Erica, which is both of those are beautiful, so beautiful. And I think we can take inspiration from so many people in our lives if we just actually think about them for a minute and their influence on our lives. And I truly appreciate you sharing those two inspirers with us.
This has been Subject to Change, a sustainability podcast.
All right. Thank you, Mark. You've been awesome.
All righty.
So much, Mark. It was so great to meet you. I'll be placing my order tonight.
Interviewers Lauren Stanek and Jodi Smith-Anderson. Thank you to Mark Harrison, our interviewee.
I was really, really scared. I said, what did I jump into?
That's what everyone says. It's not so bad in the end, is it? Not
No,
so
we
bad.
just actually Lauren and I have joked that we do this just for us, and if anyone else gets anything out of it, then it's a bonus, because we're learning so much and we're connecting with so many people, and we're really glad to have connected with you.
Mhm.